All right. So I've been kind of out of touch for the last couple days. 30th came around and I came down with something fierce. Stomach virus, some other problems. I don't know. I've just kind of been sleeping and running. So I was going to get this video up a couple days ago and it didn't happen. I pretty much went through everything I had lined up, and I've decided on what I'm going to be doing for my project and my goals. My basement, I'm going to show you a video of that later, actually looks like a disaster area. It's pretty much hit it, and I've got a lot of stuff and projects that are all over the place. Um, I'm a member of the Society of Creative Anachronism. We do historical recreation. I do a lot of projects and making things and kind of clothing and antler work and some horn work and lots of other stuff. But I've got lots of projects that are half finished, where I've gotten the parts for them and never bothered to put them together because life got in the way. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm taking a bunch of those projects and making a list out of them. And it might seem like a lot, but some of them are really simple and really fast, but there's a lot of them. So no, I'm not being overachieving, but yes, I am kind of stretching this out a little bit to make sure I got everything in there. So step one in any of these things is going to be able to make the basement usable for the intended tasks, which is going to be crafts, exercise space, and games for the kids to sit down and play with the Wii that's down there. I'm also going to turn around and do about, I'm kind of out of endurance at the moment, a little more so than I expected, but I'm setting myself up for a little bit longer than the normal 90 days because I'd like to do another round of P90X, but I need to be able to get through running first. So I'm going to take the first month or so, and I'm going to get back into where I can run 5 days a week at least, a mile, mile and a half. Maybe 2 miles after I get done with going for a bit, and get that back under control. And it only takes me about a month to get back into where I'm running a normal time and not something that takes forever. My last checkup was last month, and I ran a mile in about 14 minutes, and that was far too long. So once I get to a month of that, I'll go ahead and kick over a P90X run. So I'm looking at about 120 days. Along with that, making the basement cleaned out for its intended purposes, getting the exercise in, and then I have the space to do so. That's why the first part's running, so I don't have to need the basement for that. I'm going to be making a couple of garments, a tabard, some cloaks, some fighting cloaks, padded gambeson surcoat thing. I'll show you all this stuff as we go. Fixing my shield, it's kind of broken. I've got a cow skull that I was working on decorating a while back that I never got around to finishing. I've got a early 16th century Spanish outfit I was working on, complete with a, it's done in, anyway, I'll get into details on those later. And setting my boys up so they have something to wear if we end up going to war this year. What else we got? Oh yeah. Along with that, in order to help communicate and getting back and forth, I'm going ahead and putting together a couple of web pages. One is going to be a project list, so that I can see in a blog form what projects I'm working on and how I'm clearing those out, and anything I've done research-wise to make those more historically accurate. Another part of that's going to be this section on the Project Me, and making sure those videos come up, and that I've got some blog posts talking about any problems I've had along the way or anything I've got going on. Along with that, and making sure I've got a weekly update to post about the blog and for the Project Me Facebook page, so I've got everything kind of in communication. Outside of that, I just wanted to make sure everything was there, and that's my plan at the moment. There's a lot to it, like I said, but I'll post the full list as I post the video, so you'll see it in the comment sections there. I'll probably end up adding some things to the projects. There's a couple other projects that I'd like to get done in that same time frame, but we'll see what happens. Alright, just wanted to see what everybody had to say about that. Thank you, and have a good night.